There's a secret they never told you about success. A secret buried in time. A lie that has destroyed kings, crushed warriors, and left the greatest minds in ruin. What if everything you believe about success is wrong? Let's learn from the king who couldn't stop. Alexander the Great, the Babylon king in 323 BC. At just 20 years old, Alexander had conquered the known world. From Greece to Egypt, Persia to India, he was unstoppable. One day his generals told him, "We need to return home," they pleaded, but Alexander refused. Alexander remembered the lessons from his father. A true conqueror never rests. His father's words, now his curse. He believed stopping meant failure, that if he slowed down, he would be forgotten. But fate had other plans. The greatest conqueror in history lost his final battle, not to an enemy, but to himself. And so he died, never knowing that sometimes the greatest strength is knowing when to walk away. That was Alexander. Now let's learn from Michelangelo, the greatest painter from Florence, Italy. The man who chased perfection to his grave. For 4 years he painted, alone, tormented. He was chasing something impossible. The world saw a genius, but Michelangelo, he saw only the mistakes. He believed perfection was the only path to greatness, but perfection did not elevate him. It consumed him. Michelangelo painted one masterpiece for years, yet he felt it wasn't perfect. He finished the Sistine Chapel, but at what cost? Lastly, Newton, the genius in Cambridge, England, who almost never shared his ideas. A genius, a mind century ahead of his time. But Newton, he was haunted by one fear. What if they think I'm a fraud? The world almost never knew the name Newton, because the greatest mind of our time believed the biggest lie of all, that he wasn't good enough. And so, the greatest discovery in history nearly never saw the light of day, because of fear. See? What did you learn from these great guys? For centuries, we have been told myths. That success means never quitting. That perfection is the only path to greatness. That self-doubt makes you weak. But history tells us the opposite. Alexander's downfall was his refusal to stop. Michelangelo's prison was his need for perfection. Newton almost buried his genius in fear. And now, it's your turn. Will you keep chasing these myths, or will you rewrite your own story? The choice is yours. If this made you think differently about success, hit subscribe, because sometimes the greatest truths are the ones we've been ignoring all along.